All right, it's a Monday and it's December 7th, and here we are at Working Class on Larimer Street and 25th in downtown Denver. Rhino, Chef Dana Rodriguez here with us. I mean, I love seeing you, but I don't love seeing this.
Nope.
This breaks my heart.
I know.
So, you guys, we're here out today in the field, and we thought what we do is concentrate on two things. And obviously, nothing makes sense in this world right now, but business equality is huge, and also how safe these restaurants are. And we're going to take a walk through Working Class today with Chef, and then we're going to talk about some cool things like Denver Box and make a little bit of food too. But I'll just hand it off to you. Here we are outside of your restaurant that you and others have worked so hard to build. What are your initial thoughts? Here it is, Monday, December 7th, and where things are right now.
I think the hardest thing is to come here every day, look at your signs, look at your buildings, have S&B across the street, and you kinda, it's like a movie that it goes so fast. You think like 22 years ago where we start and where we are right now, and everything can crumble like in 6 months or a year. All the work that you do for 20 years is it can be gone. So it's pretty sad. It's pretty stressful,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like a sucker. Try to follow the rules and do everything to the book and keep yourself healthy
Yes.
and your employees. But it's a battle every day. I mean, we have to make decisions day by day, and that's what we do.
So we're going to catch up with you, and at the end of the day right now, here's what those decisions have made. It's just me, Jay, and you
Yep.
here at Working Class on a Monday. This should be lunchtime for most people. And business equality, we've fought so hard for equality in this country, and people are not making any sense as it's holiday shopping season, and people are nuts and butts into Home Depot. And I mean, you can go across the board.
Oh
We
yeah.
can complain all
Yeah.
day long, but let's just show around what's
Yep.
going on in your life, in your world.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go, inside of Working Class, Chef. So for folks that have never been here before, just describe, and here's the heartbreaker right here, seeing the chairs on the tables, right?
Yep.
Talk about your dining room.
I mean, you can take a peek of those house rules. That was like the funny thing we have when we opened this restaurant
Yeah.
almost 8 years ago. You can read no
Yeah, Jay,
reservations.
take a look at that.
You can have a no table hibernation and all of that stuff. It was so fun because in this little place that we have all the chairs up, we used to do like 400 people at night. People waiting at the door. These days, with 50% capacity, we can only do, you can see the sign right there, 43.
Hmm.
So we can do 23, and at 25%, we can do 13 people in that inside this restaurant. So now we have to leave all the chairs and shut the doors
Yep.
until we probably will be able to continue with this, and
Now it's tough
that's what
because
it
you
is.
go around town and you just go, well, here's my business, and then here's some other businesses, and you guys know who you are, and you manage to do it. And God bless you if you figure out loopholes or how to get people into your restaurant or how to create an indoors, outdoors that's
Yeah.
fine. And but here we are here, and you got to wonder, it's like, why? Don't change your habits. These should be your habits. These are the people that you want to do business with. Jay, what's the title of the stream today? Dana puts the Loca and local. She truly does, and this personifies what we need. And if things like this go away, and we're seeing bars and restaurants drop like Tic Tacs
Yeah.
right now, they're leaving us, and they're leaving our communities, and they're leaving our families. And right now is the boiling point. But we're trying to stay calm. We're trying to do the right things. We're
Yep.
trying to be the responsible people that we know we are. So let's continue to look through here. You're shut down right now. What's your business operations?
Well, right now we just open Wednesday through Sunday,
Okay.
and we only do dinner service between 5 and 9 p.m.
Okay.
And like you say, Jake, it's Jake and Greg, you guys are always supporting to help us to put the word up there, right?
Yes.
Restaurant these days, small businesses, they're failing because people don't come and support, or because people decide to go outside to a place that they have a big tent that
Mhm.
is not even close to
Yes.
follow the rules, but that's what they want to be outside, right? So we're trying to do different things every day. Let's partner with Denver Box so we
Okay.
can do some boxes. Let's partner with nonprofits with the front line so we can provide meals. We all get paid for all those meals,
Mhm.
but that keep our business moving. So we just, we need to support and be involved and find a way to support the small business so we can at one point come back and be alive again.
So when you scratch your head and you go, well, I wonder how I can support like Chef Rodriguez and others like that. When there's the initiatives like the Denver Box and the
Yep.
things that you're doing, that's how you can do it. How many people work here now? Is it just you and your?
It's just me and my sous chef
Look at that.
and my business partners. They run the front of the house. So it's
Mhm.
just 4 people in this building, and we're here every day, probably almost all day long, to try to make this happen. We did a brunch at
Mhm.
the Black Distillery, a couple of blocks from here, this weekend. We're gonna partner with Denver Box. We're going to do another boxes with food for holidays for different people, and you try to find more things to do. I used to do a lot of private events in people's houses
Mhm.
so they can, if they don't feel safe, I support what they believe into it, and I take care of myself and my staff doing those things, like in a small quantity of people in different events. So we've been trying
Where can
everything.
people get more information about the Denver Box?
um so you can look. I think it's in our website, it's in our Instagram, Facebook, and on also
Okay.
Denver Bucks. They have a big platform that they always talk about it because they partner with different nonprofits.
Okay.
So we can all help and combine forces and make these things happening.
Mhm.
We've been working with those guys for the last 3 months, and it's been really good. And we're blessed that they are giving us the business, and for us, it's good to give this food to others that they needed
Gotcha.
more. So, yeah.
Sounds fantastic. And I know tomorrow's Colorado Gives Day, and I'm not trying to take away from any of that, those larger nonprofits, but seriously, if you're considering that you do have a couple of extra bucks, I would encourage you to go direct
Yeah.
to the business itself. You can make a difference literally by doing that. So we'll get more information about the Denver Box, put those links up on our Facebook, Instagram, and our website as well so that you can say, all right, I know this is going to go to the right places. So safer at restaurants, that's what we've been saying, hashtag safer at restaurants. Look around. You could perform surgery in places like this. There's no reason. This is going to drive me crazy, but we have to cover it. This is an outdoor patio you have here, Chef.
Yes.
Why is this not full of people?
Well, obviously the rules are not the same for everybody. Everybody approach it and
Wait, what do
take
you
it
mean?
in
The
a different
windows are
way.
open?
Oh yeah, all of this can be open. So we take all these windows can be down, but because it's in cover, and we don't have two sides, even if the whole front is open, we don't qualify to be a patio.
Chef, have you seen some of the tents that people are putting
No,
together?
I myself, I drive around downtown to see all the neighborhoods, literally all the neighborhoods with greenhouses, with patios like this or like the one I have at Super Mega, and they just cover everything and seat people inside. So I'm like, what's the difference from inside and outside these days? It just doesn't make any sense.
So to be clear, this is not an approved dining area right
No, it's
now.
not.
Okay, you guys, if you're bureaucrats or politicians and you're watching this right now, need answers for this. Truly do. I mean, chef should be cooking right now with her employees. And this right here could theoretically help a couple of employees maintain a job or feed a family or contribute here locally. This is absurd to me. And this needs to be addressed immediately in a world that just doesn't make sense, right?
I know, and the rules, like we always say, they are made, but they're not applied for every single person. So, I go to Highlands and see big patios, but they are covered with tents, so that doesn't make any difference. It's like cooking inside, shipping containers on the street,
Mhm.
but this is a shipping containers already here, so I don't understand. Sometimes you feel like the worst person trying to follow in the rules because you see your business going to the drain, like you're bleeding money every week,
Mm.
and you see all the people outside gathering in big groups and all of that, and you're like, well, what should I do? Should I do the same thing they doing? We're different people. We like to do things right, and we have everything to lose. Probably they just have a fine and they pay and they can get away with things. I can't afford those things. I like to do things for my own benefit, for my employees, and try to do the right thing. Not all the time is the best. I guess that's what I learned these days.
What I mean, all right. What keeps you motivated? You're smiling now and you're still engaged and you're still working. What's keeping you going?
You know what? I was talking to Beth. She's my, I'm still partnered with Rioja, and she's my best friend. We always talk about it. We're in the same industry. totally different. Larimer Square, probably they have a little bit more money to put into the streets and make it look beautiful, and people is more inviting, right? But we talk and we say, we are inside dying, literally. Like we're overthinking, we're crying, and when we're taking a shower. But we came here, and the best that we can do is just come with a big smile, because sometimes our employees or regulars, they want us to be here, and because of them, that's why you're trying so hard every day. I'm like, well, my employees, they say, Dana, you're working so many hours. I can volunteer. I can go and help you. I can do this for you guys. I want the restaurant to open at one point. We have this guy. He lives literally across the street. He comes every day. Buy a burrito. Burrito is $5. And he tipped $100 every time he came. Every time he came.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's only so much that you can do. If you actually make me feel uncomfortable at this point, you're giving us so much. But thanks to all of those people, we have the smile, and we literally like in pain to work so many hours, but you're like, I gotta keep going. They're gonna be there in the morning. They want what they want the good service, they want the quality, they want the love that we always provide when we make meals, when all of those things. So that's what we're here.
Yeah. In the half hour, 45 minutes that we've been here setting up, people come by, hey mama, what's going on? And if you know Chef Dana is like, what the are you doing? And people across the street, you've got the Ramble and just the friends and family that you know here, and there's the wreaths. That's the attempt here to.
Yeah, the Ramble is one of the nicest hotel. Sometimes they can have 2 rooms in the whole building, and they still open. The people is still working happy there and doing all of this. Now Super Mega, we have it closed for a little bit because it's just you can only do so much with 3 of us. We're the business owners, and it's only so much that we can do to keep both restaurants open. So over there, you see the Shad is our good friend. He is making this miracle. He make a bar for Christmas every year in Larimer Square. Well, everything is closed, so I'm like, oh, come and prep over there and go and bottle your stuff and sell it. Like we help to each other, we support to each other. We get everybody's pain these days, and we try to be helpful and stay very positive, because I feel like if one person go down, it's like the domino reaction.
Effect.
We are going down, and I think it's important just to keep ourselves with good thoughts and positive things and thinking about. I'm the only crazy one trying to open a new fucking bar these days. I'm like, Dana, what is wrong with you? I'm like, everything.
Well, toughness is in your DNA, though, right? And there will be another side to this, and we'll be lean and mean with a different perspective of business. But truly, your passion comes from cooking and ingredients and sourcing and working with other purveyors. Let's walk into the kitchen. Do you mind?
Let's go to the kitchen.
Yeah. So as we're going into the kitchen, are you doing much cooking? Is your inspiration still there?
It's actually, I think that's one of the good things that we learned this year, right? You challenge yourself more these days than before. Before you make a menu, you just run it, keep going. But these days, it's just like, what can I do tomorrow? I don't want to waste food. How can I, if I don't sell something that I already prepped, how can I turn it into something different? And then, turn this off. So
do you want to do that? Okay, while we set up here, Jay has alerted us to take a quick break and hear from some great locals. Oh, look at that food. Oh, my goodness. This is what we need to get back to, folks.
Real carnitas with all the fat.
This is where it all takes place. Local, great ingredients, great people. We're going to come back and cook some food for you and talk about that Denver box once again. We are at Working Class. This is Chef Dana Rodriguez. We'll be back in a flash. The Modern Eater continues.
Hey you guys, Jay here with the Modern Eater Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about our YouTube and Instagram channels. A lot of killer content over there. Throw us a subscribe on YouTube, throw us a follow on Instagram, and thank you for supporting TME. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so let's check them out right now.
Very proud to be part of the Modern Eater, and chefs, restaurant owners, any food service operators. I know right now that delivery and carry out is bigger than ever. And we got you covered. Cambro has a full line of delivery and carry-out items. More economical options are expanded polypropylene or EPP, nice insulated container. The ProCard Ultra is really versatile. It's a great unit because you can actually store cold products down here, hot products up here. It's all 120. There's no refrigeration worries. It's all thermodynamics. Just let us know what your food service challenges are, what it is we can do to help you out, and there isn't anything that we can't do for you. So hope to see you over here at our facility in Park Hill soon, and stay safe out there.
You know, everybody, with several $1 million of hard assets here, insurance is very, very important to us. Ewing Levitt covers it all. Machinery, building, workman's comp. Ewing Levitt's got us covered from the floor to the ceiling, from our alley even to the street. This divider, this press, my cooling conveyor, my oven. Ow, ow. Ewing Levitt covers our counter stacker and our employees too. If you need insurance, take it from Little Rich at Rockalitas. Call Ewing Levitt, they'll get you covered.
I go home, I strip down to my skivvies. All right, here we go. I got it. Hey everybody, Steve Gould from Golden Moon Distillery and Golden Moon Speakeasy. When I get my cocktails to go from Golden Moon Speakeasy, I go home, I kick back, and I watch The Modern Eater. Skivvies. Hey, I'm a Marine. It's skivvies, man.
Hey. What's going on, everybody? This is Brother Luck from Lucky Dumpling, 4 by Brother Luck in Colorado Springs, and I am rocking with the Modern Eater. You're watching them, you're tasting them, you're knowing everything there is to know about Colorado.
Hi, Charlie from Brews Beers here. Our new Belgian Abbey 4-pack is a mixed package of the 4 core beers made in Abbey and Trappist breweries in Belgium. So we have a single, a double, a triple, and a quadruple in one package. Now, quadruples are the emperors of Belgian monastery ales. They're dark in color, with a dense tan head, and alcohol ranging from 8 to 12%, so they're pretty strong. Quadruples are very rich and complex with big maltiness, spice, and flavors of raisins, cherries, and plums. Alcohol is apparent in the mouthfeel, but not overwhelming, even at 10.5% ABV. So the finish is long, complex, and dry, and they're great beers anytime, by themselves or with hearty foods. Pick up your Abbey 4-pack at either Brews location, 67th and Pecos, or at Colfax in York, and at fine liquor stores throughout the Denver metro area. Take home some Belgian-style badassery today.
Welcome to Tommyknocker Brewery here in beautiful Idaho Springs. We brew normally twice a day. Currently brew about 18 different beers. And right here is our brew kettle, steam-fired brew kettle, and we generate our steam with natural gas. We get our natural gas from Encore Energy and Brian Rizzuto. I really like working with Brian because he explains how the system works of getting your natural gas. It's not a mystery. I actually understand our energy bill.
You're watching The Modern Eater, and now back to the show.
Okay, welcome back to Working Class right here. And Chef Dana Rodriguez, this is some delicious food that we're going to be doing. You guys, okay, 2 things as we reset here. Show the dining room here real quick, Jay. All right. Safer at restaurants. Look at this place. This is as good as you get. Most restaurants are. Also, business equality. Everybody knows, I don't care what kind of politics you have, what kind of race, what kind of religion, you know it's wrong. We need to get people back into these restaurants as soon as possible. And Chef, here we go. This is what it's all about, the food. What are you cooking?
So for the Denver boxes this week, we're going to do carnitas. So pork carnitas with it's cooking in their own fat with some orange juice, with some garlic, guajillo peppers, and the traditional way with Coca-Cola. So that you can see all the fat is like delicious. They are crispy but not dry, and they're on their own fat. And we do that with some tortillas, and we're gonna serve that with some rice. So I'm gonna make you a couple so you can have an idea of what you can get if you order the Denver Bucks this weekend. So it's gonna be a fun event, and we love to partner with those guys.
Now, you mentioned by supporting the Denver Box and yourself in Working Class, you're also supporting the Denver Rescue Mission?
Yes. So they partner with different nonprofits every month, and this one is with Denver Rescue Mission. So we're going to make these boxes people pay for all the money, the donations. 50% is going to them. So that's going to be great, and we get a little bit for our food to cover our costs. And that's a great way to help 2 or 3 different people at the same time instead of just doing through one person.
And as you guys are trying to determine where your generosity goes this holiday season, I couldn't think of a better way to support local than doing that itself. It is lunchtime, Jay. Are you getting hungry?
Yeah, we're going to have some tacos here. So we make our own pickled red onions with jalapenos, vinegar, lime juice, cabbage salad, cilantro. So that's a perfect balance for all the fatty fajitas we have on the menu. And you know, we love rich raquelitas, but we make our own tortillas here.
And why not?
Why not, right?
If you can do it, sure.
And especially that we want to keep our employees, you know, here and there
Absolutely.
helping. So,
Oh, boy. And this comes in the Denver Box?
yes. So everything is separate with instructions.
Uh-huh.
So you can just put it on the oven and heat it up.
Yeah.
And then the rice too. And then we're going to do the salsa on the side and the salad. So you can just literally finish your tacos like that. And then this fresh salsa we make here too. You're just gonna put it right on top.
Get out of here.
That's how you're going to eat your.
What?
Cool?
That's it. Best in town.
Yeah, that's gonna. And then for your rice, literally you can. It's in the instructions. You can just put it on the oven, or you can do it. I always like to sear a little bit with a little bit of butter, so it gets a little bit of extra flavor. Or I say a lot of butter because I love butter.
Nothing wrong with any of that at all.
So that's a really good trick. When you do rice, when you heat it up,
Uh-huh.
you always use a little bit of butter and doesn't stick all over the pan.
Gotcha.
That's the thing. So you're not wasting a lot, and also, I mean, the flavor on the butter is just perfect. That's gonna be your lunch, and it's gonna be the dinner for those people who ordered the Denver Box. So it's enough food. It's like 1.5 pounds of meat. So everybody gets a lot of food and a lot of rice and a lot of tortillas with all the instructions, and it's up to 4 or 6 people meals, and it comes with a quart of drinking.
Does it really?
With booze.
Oh,
yes.
that's great. You got it all included. And again, that's the Denver Box right
Yeah.
here. So again, just for folks that may be tuning in, how can you get this box? How do you order it? How do
You just literally Google denverbox.com,
Uh-huh.
and then it guides you through the whole thing, who they partner with in different weeks,
Uh-huh.
what is the food that we're doing. Like if it's vegetarian,
Uh-huh.
we do a totally different menu. If it's meat, that's what we do.
Gotcha.
Sometimes we do the whole chicken with a lot of roasted vegetables, and we have a different options for everybody.
These are the things that are keeping these folks alive, you guys. I mean, literally, without these types of um, just different incentives that you're putting together, you'd have nothing, would you?
Yeah. Well, we'll finish this with a little bit of green onions, and that's gonna be your meal, but times 4 because it's gonna be enough food for like 4, 5, 6 people.
Do you know what that box costs?
Uh,
Does it vary by what's in the box, or is it
yes,
always the
it
same
varies.
price?
It depends what protein do you use.
Yeah.
If I use pork, chicken, or the vegetarian,
Yeah.
which is the Spanish rice.
Uh-huh.
If
I mean,
it's pescatarian with shrimp, everything costs different. But based on 4 people, you pay $100 for everything. And with the booze, it's a full core, basically like 2 of those. But it's pure alcohol. So if you are ice, you make 4 of these drinks, and everything is included. So you can do $120. And also you have a small appetizer with same salsa we have here with chips. So you have everything in the oven. You have chips and salsa that you can be talking to your family and thinking about,
Yeah.
appreciating things. And
People on the stream are ready.
I know, right?
They're ready to go. I mean, I'm signing up. This is the way you go. Jay, I know you would love something like this too, right? This is fantastic cooking. So we'll walk back through. I want to eat this.
You can eat now when it's nice and hot. Good.
Come on,
Lunchtime.
Chef. Come on back out
I'm going
here.
to pass it over there for you guys.
And again, you guys, here we are at working class. It's just, for me, it's heartbreaking because it's lunchtime in the Mile High City. And here's a dining room with chairs on tables. There's no smiles on faces. And that's exactly what should be here right now. That's what hospitality is about, is smiles on faces, not chairs on tables. And I think we're all trying to make sense of really what's going on right now, and it's that hurry up and wait. I mean, everybody would love this to go away tomorrow, and it, it just might if that vaccine does what it's supposed to do, and people can get some relief from the federal government. That $900 million package, I hope, goes through, and to keep guys like this just going an extra day. Patio, that doesn't make any sense either, but what does make sense is what we can control. And what we can control is things like the Denver box and supporting how you can, and just positive support. I mean, anytime somebody comes to you and says something positive to you, or hang in there, or I'm with you, I mean, that's helpful too.
I mean, that's the reality is what I told you earlier. Like, all those people, we're here sitting every night, waiting for people to make a phone call, to place an order. If it's like around here, we deliver ourselves. Like the other day, I have this girl, like, she's on the door so excited, like, Loca, you bring my food. And I'm like, yeah, I cook your food and deliver your food. And she was so excited. And
Yeah.
she's downtown, so it's very close. So we've been doing those things. It's for our own sanity, to feel that people are still thinking about our business, that
connected.
they appreciate what we do.
Yeah.
So that's what it gives us the gasoline to keep going and going every day. So the best way to support your business is just to come literally to our
Absolutely.
doors and pick up food, or give us a call, and we can go and deliver it to your house, to your families.
Yes.
And that's what you can do these days.
I'm trying to keep the show positive these days, because I think positivity is really what we need. And it's kind of like, do what you can. And if the narrative has changed to where restaurants like this are unsafe, then I want that narrative to change.
Yeah.
And I want people to reach out to their local media,
Yeah.
because I believe media perpetuates that. And talk to them and say, business equality is important to me. Would you please cover that? Would you please go
Yep.
down to working class and explain why this patio right here cannot do business, or explain to me why, and see if we can get some traction that way. Everybody has their own little media platform. You have your Facebook, you have your Instagram, you have your Twitter accounts. Use it for that positivity, and just trying to create that business equality that we need so much right now. Also safer at restaurants, if you would. Let's finish it out where we started,
Sounds good.
right outside. So if Chef Dana Rodriguez can stay positive, you should be able to. I don't know, how do you wrap something like this up? What do you say
Well,
to
I think 2 things very important. I try to tell everybody to be positive. I'm the first one always like excited and screaming and yelling and doing fun things. But I also think it's important to not to forget that we put our life behind these walls,
Mhm.
and we're humans. You know, sometimes we crumble inside and we cry and we hug and we say, "This is it. This is the end." And it's important that people know that we get these amazing stages, but we also go down and we're like, we're done. We're about to just give up,
Yes.
and something come up and we go back to be positive. But I think it's important to not to forget that if you don't support all the things and the years and the sacrifices we make for 20 years, they can just be like boom.
Go away.
So I think it's important to close like that and make people think about it. Your entire life can be gone in 6 months. So it's a big lesson for everyone how to be smart about how to do things and plan ahead and stay positive and, you know, just be thankful for what you have.
Yeah. I know people are just going crazy right now, and I just encourage you, if Chef can remain positive and know that she's working towards that common goal of feeding you again, creating memories, those first dates, the people that come in here after they get married and graduations, that's what it's all about. We will get there again, but we need your help to do that. She's always the first to donate her time, her resources, money. She's done it for the Modern Eater. She'll do it for you. Now it's time to give back. Please, it's more important than ever. I can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chef. For Jay Parker, myself, Greg Hollenbach, we're going to show you some more spots from our local sponsors. Please support them as well. But do what you can. It's going to be an interesting week, you guys. But right now I'm seeing it. We're at a boiling point. You have to stay calm. You have to stay even. And you have to control what you can control. And that's helping out each other. And no more infighting. We're together with this.
That's
All
right.
We love you. Thank you.
Eat, drink, and fuck, baby. Got it.
What she said. All right, we'll see you down the road. The Modern Eater Show continues. I love the laugh.
You're ready.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's Kyle Mendenhall. I'm talking with my good friends from the Modern Eaters Show. Keep supporting them. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
She's been in the industry for a long time now. She worked for wine distribution. Yeah. So what is interesting, the last month.
We started Meridian Spirits because we love the way that spirits and cocktails can bring people together to socialize, to bond, to have conversations. Well, right now we've got some big conversations to have. Coop Vodka and Coop Gin are available at liquor stores across the metro area, but if you can't find us or would like to have us behind your bar or at your restaurant, send us an email, info@meridianspirits.com. We know things are a little different these days, but think of us the next time you're planning a virtual happy hour or a socially distant picnic. And keep an eye on our social media, Coop by Meridian, for all the latest and greatest.
Hey guys, it's Caroline Glover. I'm the chef owner of Annette out at Stanley Marketplace. Citrus is about to be in its prime. I just want to thank everybody for showing so much support to small local restaurants in this really hard time. And you're watching the Modern Eater Show. I'm fine with that.
Hi, I'm Amber with Strohauer Farms, and I'm just here to remind you that the best potatoes are grown here in Colorado. Goodness elevated. Thanks for watching the Modern Eater Show.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
Hey Modern Eater fans, I'm Don Trobo with the Annex by Ardent Mills, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about some of the great things we've got going on locally in the state. We're headquartered right here, and we're working with farmers in the San Luis Valley to bring you amazing Colorado quinoa. It's just like the South American stuff, but grown locally. We've got transitional wheat flour that's grown by farmers in Colorado and surrounding states who are in the process of turning their fields into organic. So we're taking that transitional wheat and turning it into flour, and now it's available for you to cook and bake with. And last but not least, we're now cleaning grain berries in Denver. So things like spelt or wheat berries or pearl barley, those are things that we're now doing right here locally and are available to you. Can't wait to share it with you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Nations from Aspen Baking Company. It's really important right now to support local. That's why I support the Modern Eater. Now, back to the show.